All right, guys. So I just got done reviewing the video and I just forgot to add a couple things. So, number one, you're probably wondering how long it took me to complete this game. So, it took me 1 day, 11 hours, and 10 minutes. And I guess I'm ranked number two out of 27 friends who have played the game. So, that's pretty good. Once you do get into the game, you are going to want to grind it because it is kind of addictive. And then the one thing that I wanted to touch on that I forgot was this game does not have a multiplayer at all, which a lot of people are bitching about that. I think that's great because I hate multiplayer achievements. They suck. All they do is force you to have to play with other people and rely on other people to get achievements, which I think that has always been a terrible thing. That started that was like way back on the 360 they started doing that. And it's been that way ever since. So then you have to go to True Achievements. You got to set up a post. You've got to get other people. And then part of the problem with multiplayer achievements is, yeah, they might be fine when the game comes out. But then if you are like playing the game later in its lifespan and the servers are shut down, then you're fucked and you're not getting the achievements. So I'm happy that they didn't add a multiplayer or multiplayer achievements. And quite frankly, do we need a multiplayer in a game like Doom? No, we don't. I think we're kind of past that era in gaming where every developer feels the need to shoehorn in a multiplayer just because multiplayer took off with COD and like later on in the seventh generation. That's when you started seeing all these single player franchises just shoehorn in shitty ass multiplayer. Like when Resident Evil 5 came out, they gave us that terrible multiplayer. And honestly, that's just what it feels like for most games. They should just leave the multiplayer thing to casual games like COD and Battlefield. So I'm happy that they didn't add multiplayer achievements, but enjoy the rest of the video. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another installment of Race for the Record. So if you're new around here, Race for the Record is a series I'm doing on the channel where I'm on a mission to set the world record for the highest amount of gamer score on Xbox Live. And a little mini series within that is I'm trying to complete series of games or individual games, and then I like to sit down and talk about my experiences with those games or series. So for this video, we're going to be talking about Doom: The Dark Ages. So I actually just completed this a couple days ago, and guys, this was a really fun completion. If you haven't played Doom: The Dark Ages yet, you need to go out and get it right now. It is a phenomenal game. I've always been a fan of Doom, but this game really took it to another level with me. And I'm seeing a lot of people are ranking this game like below Doom 2016 and below Doom Eternal. I'm not really sure why this is not getting a better reception among Doom players, but in my opinion, this is one of the best Doom games I've ever played. It's one of only two Doom games that I've actually gotten all achievements for, the other being Doom 64. And it was just it was a good time. It was a great campaign, and the achievements weren't over the top hard. I felt like in Doom Eternal and Doom 2016 that sometimes there's just like too much going on and there's just like too many achievements and there's just stuff in there that's just, I don't know. This game, I felt like it has the right amount of achievements and none of them were like that over the top grindy. You guys know I don't necessarily mind a challenge, but I don't want to sit here and just grind at something for like months and months and months. That's honestly when I lose interest in achievement hunting, is when I hit a road bump because I have to grind something for months on end. And this game just did a really good job of it wasn't too short and it didn't drag on way too long after I was done with and uninterested in it. There is no difficulty achievement for beating the campaign, which I really liked as well because again, I don't necessarily want to sit here and just be pissed as fuck the whole time I'm playing a game because I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty and it's just kicking my ass. Sometimes it's nice to just, kick your feet up and have a nice, casual, fast paced shooting experience. I don't always want to grind and just be pissed and miserable. But as for the achievements themselves, I was trying to go and pinpoint which achievement was, I would say, the hardest. And honestly, I really don't think I couldn't really name a single achievement in the game that was necessarily the hardest. If I had to pick like one or two, I'd probably say the toy collector and lore nerd, just because you didn't always know where these were on the map. It would tell you that there was a set amount of secrets, but sometimes these would count as secrets, sometimes they wouldn't. and there was just a lot to collect. But other than that, it wasn't that hard. You just have to watch a guide. And I really liked the challenge achievement and the gun completionist achievement because, to be honest, if this gun completionist achievement wasn't in the game, I probably wouldn't have used all the guns in the game. I probably would have just picked out one or two that I really liked, and I would have just spammed the shit out of them like I like to do in games. But since this achievement was in the game, it gave me more incentive to use every gun, and I ended up finding guns that I really liked, like the chain gun, and that one gun that it's like it shoots out the little spears. The shredder. That's the gun. I really like that gun, and the challenges they weren't that hard, but they gave you like more to do in the mission, so it added more depth to the game without making it like ridiculous and annoying. Um, but yeah, other than that, like all these achievements were pretty easy. It was an easy completion, and the game was just it's solid. A lot of people are bitching that like they changed a lot from Doom Eternal. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do when you make a new game. It's supposed to be a new game. It's supposed to be different than the last one. This is the same shit we hear a lot from the Call of Duty fanboys. They bitch and complain about how it's the same game every year, and then when the developers finally try to change it up a little bit, everyone is outraged and bitching up a storm about it. That's kind of the same thing with this. Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal were very similar games to each other. Doom Eternal was kind of just like an extension of Doom 2016. And then when this game came out, they decided to change it up and do something entirely different, which I appreciate it. And not only do I appreciate that they're doing something different, I enjoy the differences from this game from Doom Eternal. One of the main things I'm seeing people bitch about is that they got rid of the grapple ability from Doom Eternal, but nobody seems to care or mention that the shield ability is better than the chain ability. And not only that, but this game added the parry attack, which is a lot of fun. It's like when the green stuff is coming at you, you put your shield up right before it hits you, and it launches back at the enemy. That was new to this game. But otherwise, you guys, great game. Go and check it out. Definitely my favorite Doom game now. And it was an easy completion. You're not going to have trouble with any of these achievements. You're just going to need a guide. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys all next time.